Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fujimoto and I'm your friendly neighborhood anime and manga fan. I love all things anime and all things manga, and I'm here today to talk about Chainsaw Man chapter 163. So, what did I think about this week's chapter? Honestly, I thought this week's chapter was hilarious. I thought it was very, very funny, and it was a lot of fun moments that I know that I myself had been looking forward to, between some interactions of some characters that we haven't seen in a while. So overall, I thought that this week's chapter was just a really great time, and I can't wait to see, especially at the end of the chapter, how we're going to proceed with the story going forward next week. Now, before I go any further with this week's chapter, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can be up to date with all my anime and manga, as well as all my Chainsaw Man content that I'll be providing in this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I would really, really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you guys could, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, one last thing I wanted to note is, for anybody that didn't watch my previous video, I wanted to address it here as well. I just wanted to give you guys a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart for making the channel reach a huge milestone, which is reaching 1,000 subscribers. It really is incredible. You guys are the best. You guys rock, and I just wanted to give you guys some love and just tell you guys that I really, really mean that I appreciate every single comment, like, subscribe, share that you guys do on these channels. I love everything, like all the conversations you guys do in the comment section. So yeah, just wanted to say you guys are the best and you guys rock. Now, with all that being said, let's get into this week's chapter. So this week's chapter starts off in a pretty weird way where I didn't expect it. At first, we see like a TV broadcast, and we see they're talking about like, all these things happening where apparently, they're talking about like an affair between these two celebrities. And you see like they're discussing it, and you see the number one fanboy of Chainsaw Man, I forget his name, but the guy that was part of the church with Fami and all that, he's watching it, and as we proceed, he seems like puzzled by the whole situation. And we see somebody's like, I was very down and I was depressed and I was feeling like, ending everything, because apparently there was a rumor. And at first you're thinking as yourself, like, what are they talking about? Like, what is this thing that they're talking about in the news? Like, why is it so important? And we find out why it's so important. Apparently an idol, like, the J-pop idols, and like, or just idol culture in Japan, somebody was caught in an affair, or they were saying that they were either in an affair or something like that, and this person was like very hurt by it, and she was like devastated. She's like, no, my idol, she couldn't do that. And while all that is happening, you just see the number one fanboy of Chainsaw Man. He's like so puzzled by the whole situation. It's like, what is going on? And that's me too, like, really? But it's also Fujimoto playing with us in the sense of letting us know, like, hey, that's how the world is. I mean, you see terrible things happening all over the world, yet the media loves just portraying, like, talking about like the tabloids, and talking about like celebrities dating lives and all that, when in reality, literally the world is coming to an end, like in the Chainsaw Man universe, where you see like pretty much Nostradamus is in the verge of happening, and nobody even discusses all the devils and all of that. So we see pretty much this guy's like, it's crazy how none of them are reporting about like these teenage terrorists that broke out of prison. They're talking about some idol having an affair or something like that. Like, what is that about? And freaking Asa, she's great. I love Asa, and I love her because moments like this, because she's just like, she does not compute like situations, and she always like misreads the room, because she's like, yeah, I knew what it felt like being famous. I had my 15 minutes of fame. I've been there, done that. Like, it sucks. I thought I was famous too. And then like the dude, he's like, dude, I think you missed the point, bro. Like, what? What are you going on about? What are you yapping about, Asa? And that scene that had me bawling laughing. I thought that was really, really funny. And what proceeds to happen is another really funny scene where, I guess somebody's taking a shower that's taking too long, which is Katana Man. And we see that they're like, how long is it taking for this guy to take a shower, man? Like, come on. It's like, well, we're in Fami's like hideout, so that's all that we can do. Like, it's like a 2-bedroom apartment at most, so they only got one shower. And we see pretty much Fami, as they're talking about her, it's like, where's Fami anyway? And like, she's just eating. Like, my girl is munching. And then like how Asa at one point, she's like, is she like naturally skinny, or is that like a skill of hers? Like, how does she maintain her weight? Like, because she's munching like barehanded. Fami lives up to her reputation. All right, she's definitely hungry. And hey, that's me too. When it comes to sushi, on a side note, sushi buffets, oh, I'm going in. I'm all you can eat sushi. Yeah, I'm going all in. That'll be Fami, But pretty much what happens after that is that eventually Denji starts waking up. Is like, oh, what's happening? And we see that pretty much everybody's like, yo, Denji's back up. Like, yo, what the heck? And like, Denji, the first thing he sees is like Asa, and he's like, hey, what happened to your arm? And Asa's like, oh, your friend took it, like took it off. And Denji's like, huh? What's happening? So he regains consciousness and all. And while all that is happening, you see that out of nowhere, who steps in and says a big heartwarming welcome to Denji, really puts his heart out and just lets him know like, hey, nice to see you again, kid. It's Katana Man, and you expect like, a hug. No, just go straight for the balls. And what I call that is karma. Honestly, can't even be mad at him. Katana Man is like the #1 hater ever, so it was really great. He's so petty, and I love the fact that he kicked Denji in the balls. That was very poetic. Fujimoto, that was a 13 out of 10 moment right there. I love that. I love when authors go full circle and things, and they throw it back, and I thought that moment was hilarious. And then even Katana was like, I assembled your body precisely how it has to go. I even put your balls where they have to go. So now that you're 100% back to normal, let's have our fight. And you see Katana Man's like ready for round 3. And it's like, to be fair, it is right now 1-1. Hey, tiebreaker, you know what I'm saying? Like, the trilogy, make it a trilogy, Katana Man got the first one, Denji had the second one, hey, third one, I mean, Denji's bodying him, but still, right now they're equal. When it comes to the scoreboard, if there were like UFC fighters or boxing fighters, they'll be equal at each other, all right? But yeah, on a serious note, Denji will destroy him. But I just love the fact that Katana Man's all about the smoke. My man just wants to fight. He's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna fight you no matter what. And Denji's like, bro, I must be dreaming. Like, please, like, I don't want none of this. What is happening? And I don't blame him. He just woke up. He had been cut up to pieces. He's been through a lot already. He wakes up. He sees one of his worst enemies. He kicks him right in the balls to wake him up. Like, my man is not having a good time. The girl that he likes, her arm is gone. It's just craziness. And how we end the chapter is pretty much after you think Katana Man like kicks him in the groin, and Kobeni's brother, he's like, hey, respect Chainsaw Man, like, don't do that. And then the next thing you see is pretty much Yoru take over Asa and just kicks Denji, and then gets on top of Denji. Which, pause, yeah, I wouldn't mind that if Yoru got on top, but that's a different side note. That's a different thing. But pretty much she gets on top of Denji, and she's like, hey, I don't need you. I need the other guy to wake up. I need Chainsaw Man to wake up. So get out of here. I don't need you. And she gets on top of Denji. Denji's like, oh my god, what is happening? And that's how we end the chapter, where pretty much Yoru's pinning down Denji because she's on top of him. Pause. And pretty much, yeah, she's just like, she wants Chainsaw Man to come out. And I'm wondering now if she's that stupid where she wants Chainsaw Man to come out so they can fight now, because Yoru has gotten like stronger. I still don't think she stands a chance against Denji, because Denji just ridiculous. And even if Denji were to be put in the back burner, I mean, at the end of the day, he can always rely on Pochita transforming, or Pochita can take over and just completely wreck shop. Like, I mean, I don't think they stand a chance. But yeah, overall, I thought that this week's chapter was really, really good, really, really fun. And I'm wondering what happens next week's, because like, does Denji like sweet talk her out of it? Or I think that what might actually happen is that Fami might be like, hey, sister, calm down, we need to talk. And then she'll be like, okay, so here's the game plan, here's how we're setting up this final conflict. Because right now we got like all the big players for the most part. I mean, we still haven't seen Reese, which I'm telling you guys, just wait. I'm guarantee you, when there's a trailer for the movie or something like that along the lines, we will get some Reese. So just my fellow patrons, my fellow Reese lovers, just hold on. I'm one of you guys. Just hold on, and we shall one day get our queen back. But yeah, overall, I thought this week's chapter was fantastic, and I can't wait to see what happens next week, because now Fujimoto, he's been cooking. Like, all right, he's been really, really cooking, and I love these kind of chapters where they're very character driven, and something like this was just a lot of fun. So great job, Fujimoto. But with all that being said, what did you guys think about this week's chapter? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys think it was all right? Whatever you guys thought, leave them in the comment section down below. Also, thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Chainsaw Man, as well as more anime and manga content in the near future. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.